Welcome to U.S. Veterans Magazine. I'm here with Cherie Leonhardt. Did I say that correctly?
Close. Leonhardt. Just like
Leonhardt.
it's almost
Cherie
like
Leonhardt.
there you go. Yeah.
She is the manager of transfer admissions at the University of Evansville, and we're so proud to be here today. Your your school was recognized as a top veteran-friendly school in the U.S. Veterans Magazine, and we'd love to know a little bit more about you, your position, and the school. And my first question is, again, I'd like you to repeat your whole name, your title, your role, some of the responsibilities, and how long you've been with the organization. Let's know a little bit more about Cherie.
Sure. Yeah, my name's Cherie Leonhardt, and I'm manager of transfer admission at University of Evansville. I've been at the university for a little over 30 years. I have had I've loved, it's been my passion working at University of Evansville. Sometimes think of it as kind of a hobby almost. I love it.
Wow.
Yes, and I've worked other places. I've worked in healthcare too, and have returned back to the university because I love it so. And yeah, we have something pretty special going on here at University of Evansville, that's for sure. Wonderful people, great programs, great support, and it's certainly kept me here as an employee, that's for sure. And I'm also an alum. I graduated from the university as well. I studied advertising and public relations here. So anyway, my roles at the university have evolved over these 30 years. I started as an admissions counselor in the Office of Admission, and I worked with traditional freshmen for a period. Then I shifted into working with transfer students primarily, and returning students, second degree students, things like that. Did that for a number of years, left the university for a couple, worked in marketing and healthcare, returned, started working with transfer students when I came back, enjoyed that a lot, and then did some shifting around, and I worked with the honors program for a while. And then we, in 2009, we started an Office of Veterans Affairs because the University of Evansville became a partner with the VA, and higher institution of higher learning partner with the VA to offer the post 9/11 GI Bill benefit. So we started an Office of Veterans Affairs at that point to support and care for our student vets. And so I was invited to take that post as a coordinator, loved it, did that for many years. And then shifted out. I worked in academic advising for a couple of years. And then in 2020, the transfer admission position opened up again in the admissions office, and I was invited to come back here and start that again after a 25-year departure from admissions. So it was kind of interesting coming back into it. And so I'm really happy that working with transfer students and non-traditional freshmen tends to be student veterans in that mix. So I get to work with veterans again. So I'm really, really happy.
You know, I love to hear that. And it's great that the school recognized that, was able to partner with it. I really believe that if you choose a job you love, you'll never have to work a day in your life, which is kind of like what you're saying when there's a passion and a hobby there. And being there 30 years is a great testament to you. But the best, and another thing that people don't realize, especially students, is you're using your degree. Look at what over 30 years, what you started with, you ended with. And that's amazing. And I know that you guys offer a lot to veterans, and I want to know just a little bit more about you, and what do you feel is the most fulfilling part of your job?
Wow. Well, I love being in a college setting. And I think, number one, I love seeing students coming into our university and kind of finding themselves. You know, they sort of start in with an idea what they think they might want to do, and sometimes you stick with that, and great, you finish up with what you thought. And then other times you come in and you walk around and you're like, wait a minute, what about this major, what about this activity? And then all of a sudden your eyes are open to new things that you never even thought about before. And so it's really fun and rewarding to get to see students come in to the University of Evansville and experience that. And just to see how it impacts their lives and what they do after they've left is also really fun. And that's really cool. We're staying in touch with our student alums and hearing their stories, which that gives me a lot of happiness too, to stay in touch with them and hearing what they're up to.
But I bet you have a lot of great success stories too.
We
And
do.
and I know that, you know, in order to become a U.S. Veterans Magazine top veteran friendly school, you know, you have to qualify for many things. And I know that you guys did. So, you know, it's again a testament to you and the school. So I think that that's wonderful. And we're hoping that more veterans who are wondering where to go and which school to attend, that they hear this and know a little bit more about you, which is where the next question's coming, is for you to tell me a little bit more about your program and why a service man or woman should attend the school. What are some of the popular reasons students have shared that they've attended your school or been successful?
Well, thank you for this honor. We appreciate U.S. Veterans Magazine recognizing the University of Evansville as with this distinction. We appreciate that. We work hard to serve our students and our student veterans definitely too. And so I think that the University of Evansville naturally, our size and type lends well to serving our student veterans. We're a smaller university. We have about 2,000 students. And so with that, there's really not much getting lost. That's just not reality here. Your professors going to know you, you're going to know your professors, and you're going to have a direct line of communications. And I think that our student veterans need that. Sometimes they're coming to us many years post high school, or if they're a transfer student, many years post last time they were enrolled in a university. And so there's some care that's needed to ease back into this world of higher education. And University of Evansville has what it takes to serve students well in that capacity. We also provide an array of majors that I think are attractive to student veterans. We have 75 areas of study. And some of the more popular ones for our student veterans are business. We have lots of different majors in our School of Business, including logistics and supply chain management, marketing, management, economics, finance. Finance tends to be a popular one for our student vets too. Also education. We have a School of Education. We have a School of Nursing. We have majors in criminal justice. We also have a School of Engineering and Computer Science. So lots that are attractive, things that a lot of times our student vets have had positions, MOS positions or so within the military that lend well. So also another is PA, Physician Assistant Science. It's a graduate program, and I've seen some student vets go into that direction too.
Excellent. Can you share one or two success stories of a veteran student who's attended your school?
Yes, in fact, I just had coffee last week with one of my favorite student veterans that attended. He's an alum now. His name's Eric Googe, and Eric graduated from University of Evansville in 2017. He was a Marine, or as Marines say, always a Marine, I guess. And he served from 2014. No, excuse me, I have that wrong. He served in the Marines. Gosh, oh, I'm having that wrong. I had some notes there. I can't remember exactly when he served, but he started at University of Evansville in 2014, graduated in 2017. After he was in high school and kind of aimless, as he described it, kind of not really sure what he wanted to do. And one of his classmates was talking about joining the Marines. And he decided, well, maybe that sounds good for me too, because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I'm not sure. I'm not a great student. I'm not doing really well. I don't really have money to pay for college. So he joined the Marines. And it wasn't that long that he was in the Marines, and he was deployed to Afghanistan, and there was an accident. He was hit with shrapnel in an exchange there, and lost one of his eyes. And what a recovery. He was in Walter Reed for over a year for his recovery, and lots of surgeries, lots of therapies to get back. And he recovered. And then when he came back home, he was kind of, first of all, he wanted to go back into serve. He had recovered. He was hoping to go back into the Marines, and it wasn't possible. So he was kind of left at a point where, what am I going to do next? And he decided to come home and worked for a while, and then just felt like maybe there should be more, but so he inquired at University of Evansville, but his grades weren't quite there, and we were a little concerned about his preparation to be successful here. And so we worked with him to take a few classes locally to kind of get geared up, to kind of just brush up a little bit. He transferred in then after that, after a semester away at one of our local colleges, our community college. And he came in and just blew the socks off this place. I think he graduated with a 3.5 GPA.
Wow,
He was a
fantastic.
finance, econ, cognitive science major. Some of these majors, he started off business, but then he found these other majors when he was here. And finance ended up being a passion for him. And before he even graduated, he started taking on clients as an advisor. He was kind of doing an internship. He was licensed as an investment advisor, working for an independent advisor, and took on some clients and loved it, and ended up deciding when he graduated he was going to start his own business. And he started UVest, which is an advisory group. And so he's got probably 65 to 75 clients. He's doing great.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm really proud of him.
Yeah. That is great. What a great story.
He was president of our student veteran organization while he was here, and just made a huge impact on our campus. And I'm really proud of how he's doing.
And the fact that you keep in touch with him too is wonderful. That is really great.
Love him. Yep.
Love it. Thank you for sharing that story with us. Is there anything else about yourself or the school or the program that you'd like our readers to know about? And I always end with my final question, which is, do you live by a main motto? Is there something like a theme about you? I'm always saying, give me some good news, or let's move some mountains. That's like me. It's my signature thing. But if there's anything else that you'd like to share with our readers, and if you don't mind sharing maybe a motto that tells us a little bit more about Cherie, we'd love to hear that.
Sure. Well, I guess just to summarize again, University of Evansville is a great place for our student vets. There's a lot of support, a lot of caring people, and they're in great hands. Hopefully coming in, working with me, but then once they're here, Dr. Rob Shelby is our Vice President for Talent and Community and Chief Inclusion and Equity Officer. He's got quite a title, but he himself also is a veteran. He's an Army veteran, and he is phenomenal. He is one of my favorite people here on this campus, and he is always looking out for our student vets and plugging them in and connecting them and making sure they're well served. And so there's a lot of support on that side once they're here too. A student veteran organization, UE Vets. And then also we have a student veteran lounge that's exclusive just to them, to be able to hang out, spend time in between classes. There's refreshments there and computers and all that stuff that's available to them. So I think they'll find good support here. As far as my motto, yeah, I have one, I guess. I was thinking about this. What would my motto be? I guess maybe live with no regrets.
Yeah, that's good.
I learned that a few years back, that it's important that you don't have regrets, especially in regard to relationships.
The whole time when we were talking, from the minute I met you, I've only thought of one thing, and it's weird how this comes to me when in my job as a editor or journalist or publisher, in that I see University of Evansville as not just education, but care and support. That's my biggest takeaway from meeting you, is that there's a lot of care and a lot of support for a great education. So it's not just that. You're going to be taken care of, you're going to be supported, and you're going to get an education. How much I've enjoyed our interview today, and I look forward to seeing more successful veterans come out of this program.
Thanks, Mom Lisa. I appreciate it. It's great to
Absolutely.
meet you too.